Hello, welcome back to the Key to Success podcast. I'm your host, taraelkee, and I'm back with another episode. Today, I want to talk about Hamline University. They are under fire because a professor was allegedly fired for showing the image of Muhammad. And I know, like in recent events, like over in Europe, and I think also on South Park or Family Guy, one of those cartoons, there was a major blow up over whether or not you could show this image, and that's kind of how I came to learn about it. So Hamlin University, they're a liberal arts school in Minnesota, and they're facing like intense scrutiny on both sides of the aisle. So you have like the devout Muslims and students there at the university who are saying like, hey, look, you cannot show these images. This is unacceptable. And then you also have maybe like some of the non-Muslims that are saying like, where do our like our freedoms for like our where does academic freedom stop? When it comes to these sorts of issues. So I mean, this is a really interesting case, and it's sparking a national debate right now over cultural and religious sensitivities. The professor in question wrote on the syllabus, hey, look, this is what they said exactly. Look, I issued a syllabus warning students that the class will contain images of holy figures, including Muhammad and the Buddha. Also gave them the option to contact me with any concerns about the course material, but none of them did. When we came to the painting containing an image of Muhammad, I gave them advance warning and an opportunity to leave the classroom if they wish. I never imagined that my actions would lead to my dismissal from the university. The president of the university feels completely differently. I mean, that's how some of these major issues just like create dividing points, and I don't know like what the healthy compromise is here. The president of the university said, "We apologize for the incident in which an image forbidden for Muslims to look upon was projected on a screen and left for many minutes. In this case, respect for the observant Muslim students in class should have been taken priority over academic freedom. We understand that academic freedom is very important, but it should not come at the expense of care and decency towards others." So, all right. So, like, who's right here? Like, who do you think is right? The professor said that she put it in the syllabus that these images are going to be displayed on the board. If you want to leave, you can. So, what I'm gathering is it's not like Muslims are not allowed to look at this image, but maybe non-Muslims are. I don't know. Like, I've never seen the image. Don't need to see the image. If it's a big deal, I don't want to offend anyone. It's not for me to see. So I'm not really interested. One of the students mentioned that they were so shocked by seeing the painting, and they understand that it was part of the lesson, but it's also forbidden for Muslims to depict Muhammad in visual form. I felt very uncomfortable and decided to leave the classroom. So, I mean, this is very difficult. This is a very difficult situation. And we, in any university, in any, institution, like you want your students to feel safe, but you also, I mean, I don't know if this picture was really worth it. Like, what do y'all think, man? Was the picture worth the bang for the buck? Like, was there a good enough reason academically for this professor to show the image? Was putting it in the syllabus enough warning for the Muslim students in our class? I don't know if just putting it in the syllabus is enough, especially like when you're talking about religious freedom. I don't know if that's enough. I think you probably want to issue multiple trigger warnings and other things to make sure that you don't have any mishaps like this. Because ultimately what you want to do is make sure like the students in your class feel safe, supported, and that they learn as much as they possibly can. So I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm not out here looking for the image or anything like that. And I probably wouldn't have used the image, to be honest with you. I think it's just not even worth it. I understand that these are like 14th, 15th century paintings from Muslims about Muhammad, but if you know that that's going to spark a national controversy, man, as a professor, is it really worth it to put your university's name in the headlines? I don't know, man. I just don't think it's worth it. So anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe.